Yep.
Welcome, Grizzly fans, here at a cold and damp and rainy day, October the 13th, where your Goffstown Grizzlies take on the Panthers from South. I'm Al Potvin, voice of the Grizzlies. With me, as always, Scott Gross. Scott, it's enough to just be sloppy today.
Yeah, and that ball goes out of bounds. And
at
let's
the
see
25.
It's interesting because Coach Tuft on these plays has typically asked them to re-kick.
Yeah.
So, Alan, as you mentioned, it's a raw day, probably like in the low 50s. Right now it is not raining, but it rained all morning long.
Morning.
The field conditions are going to be slick. There's no doubt about it. So I guess whoever has good cleats might prevail here.
The sharpest cleats wins, right?
Well, it's interesting that you say that.
The 2 and 4.
Because teams that play on grass typically have longer cleats. The Panthers play on artificial surface where you need a
different kind of shoe.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Turf shoe.
Well, the 2 and 4 Panthers are here in the Grizzly Den, taking on the 3 and 3 Grizzlies. Grizzlies have won the last 3 games, Scott, after let's call it a less than stellar start. And here we go on the re-kick. This time, Leahy will handle that from the 20. He's up to the 30. He's down at the 34-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 for their first offensive charge of the day.
And Alan, what you saw there was Leahy lost his footing there too. So this is going to be a tough game for not only the offense but the defense, especially because if you make a cut, the defense can't recover as much.
The field is not going to dry by the end of the game. So you're right. Even if we don't get any more rain, which I don't think we will, skies are looking a little bit better. The conditions are still going to be chilly for the receivers as well as slick for everybody who's running. Keith in the shotgun. Rolling to the right. He's got some running room. Cuts back in. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Charlie Keith brings up 2nd down.
That was a really interesting play. It almost looked like it was in slow motion the way it was developing, and Charlie wasn't sure what he was going to do with it, and then he kept it.
It looked like he was trying to be really sure of his feet. High snap. Stinnett right up the middle.
He gets gobbled up, though, really fast. And there's 2 guys on that tackle, number 54 and number 58. That would be
Collins, and we don't have an 8, 58. Brings up 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Grizzlies. Stinnett in the backfield with Charlie. Grizzlies are in their home red, moving left to right across your TV screen from their own 40-yard line.
Look for the blitz from north.
That's dodge in motion. Charlie keeps it himself. He's got a blocker.
He does not get it.
Picks up maybe 1 yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 3rd.
That was a nice tackle by Braden McDonald. And let's see what Goffstown does here. What you might see is a pooch kick, okay? You might see a pooch kick here.
By Charlie.
This is a long 3 yards.
4th and 2. They're looking to get somebody off sides, perhaps, at the 10.5-minute mark in the first quarter. Charlie keeps it himself. He's rolling left. Quick pass out to Dodge. Dodge gets wrapped up right away. Loses a yard on the play. Turnover on downs in their own territory. South takes over.
Yeah, that's just, again, I'm not so sure I want to do that on the first drive.
Scott,
it was a dangerous
apparently
play.
We're just live now, so welcome to the broadcast, Grizzly fans, where the Grizzlies just turned over the ball on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 40 for the Panthers.
The reason why I guess I'm going to play Monday morning quarterback on that one is that it's your first drive. You don't want to give the Panthers good field position, which you just did. Now they're on the 40-yard line.
Keefe is the quarterback for the Panthers. He's in the shotgun. We got a lot of penetration, but he's going right by. Tackled on the play by Charlie Keith. That is the running play. Scott, what number is that? Is that 27?
Yeah, 27.
That's
and
Compo.
Again, this field is going to be in rough shape by halftime. I can tell you that right now.
Scott, he's a freshman. Joshua Compo is a freshman for the Panthers.
The cutting is going to be really tough for both teams.
That's his other brother, Compo. Bumps it out to the outside.
He has good speed.
Across the 35. Picks up 5 yards on the play.
But nice pursuit by Goffstown on that play. And that was Teixeira on the tackle. And I tell you, Jonathan Teixeira, I keep saying it, every game he's getting better and better.
So we have the Compo brothers in the backfield with Keith They've got 2 wide on the bottom of your screen, 1 on the top. He's rolling to the left. He's looking downfield on a lot of pressure. Ball's loose. It's a fumble. It looks like Panthers recover. Great pursuit for the Grizzlies.
And we're going to be seeing that a lot today, Alan. I really do. And the ball is wet. It's going to be tough for both offenses to hold on to this ball. And I don't know if you'll see a whole lot of passing either, because you're talking about gripping a wet ball.
I agree. That's going to bring up 4th down, 11 yards to go. Set back to receive is Dodge for the Grizzlies. Doing the kicking for the day. I believe that
high snap.
Very high snap.
Nice kick.
Good kick. Fair catch is caught by Dodge. Kicking is number 68, Arneson for the Panthers. Excellent kick, Scott.
Yeah, that was Ben Dodge on the fair catch. Good job by him. That ball was a knuckleball coming in on him. And in these situations, in these conditions, you just want to catch the ball.
Well, Scott, on your fingertips. I mean,
it's
catching
cold.
that ball, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult not only catch passes, but certainly those punt returns and kick returns will be tough on the special teams. The Grizzlies come for their second chance, their second offensive charge with 8.5 minutes. Now this time, Scott, they're deep in their zone. They're on the 21. It's 1st and 10. Keith rolling to the right immediately, looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, intended for Stinnett.
A little bit behind him on that play. Heidenreich was trying to drive his guy, defender, all the way deep. That was going to be a designed play for a wide receiver, almost screen type play, and it just didn't materialize. Ball was thrown a little behind him.
2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies. They've got their weapons deployed.
Looks like, though, Nashua South has some pretty good team speed on defense. Yeah,
I agree. That's Dodge in motion. No, Leahy. Leahy's going to get it up around the end. He's picking up some yards. Picks up about 4 yards on the play, it looks like, Scott.
Exactly. Leahy went to his left-hand side, picked up about 4 yards, and was tackled by number, 68?
That's the punter, Arneson.
Yep. So he must have been the one I said 58 before.
Yeah.
I got to get my glasses checked, Alan.
Yeah.
So it's a long 3rd and 8. He only picked up 2 on that play. It's a definite passing situation.
3rd and 8 for the Grizzlies. Keith keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle. Bumping to the outside. He dives.
He's across the
25.
Shy. I think he's going to be short by about a yard, maybe
I agree.
2.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be short.
So I can't fathom that the Grizzlies are going to go for it here. I mean, I know they're lined up, but this is another one of these situations where you pooch kick it, 4th down and 2.
Really deep in their own zone.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. And maybe, you're trying to draw the defense offside, but I'm really hoping that they don't go for it here.
From the yardage marker, Scott, it looks like it's maybe just less than a yard or maybe a yard. They have it as 4th and 2. I think that's hard to believe, too. But
timeout, Goffstown. So you got to rethink that. I mean, I'm not sure if I like that call because, now you've wasted a timeout, and you never know what happens towards the end of the half.
You're on your own 24.
Right.
The last time you could almost make an argument you're at the 40-yard line, 45, but now the 24, you got to get this ball.
Yeah, and I like it when teams, we've seen teams against us, Alan, where they're going to fake like they're going, and then the quarterback kicks it, so there's nobody even
then
who's
it's
going
a
to
foot race
receive
for
it.
the ball.
Exactly.
Scott,
and it's not like, Goffstown in their first 2 drives has been pushing the guys off the line. They really haven't so far. Nashua South has been keeping the Grizzlies from penetrating in their backfield.
Well, Scott, the offensive unit's on the field. This is Keith in shotgun. He's keeping it himself. He wants that yard. Oh, he gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Scott,
I don't think he got it.
No, he definitely didn't get it. But Scott, he got bumped. If he didn't just, oh boy, it's
I
like
don't know. I guess you got to have a lot of confidence in your defense. But why do you want to start off? Like putting so much pressure on your defense. Yeah. I don't get it, but.
Well, the Panthers find themselves in excellent field position from the Grizzly 25-yard line. They're 1st and 10. Keefe with Compo in the backfield.
Maybe Goffstown knows something more than we do in terms of their defense. And that's a big hole.
Keith slips up on that play, wrapped up right away by Charlie Keith. That's number 11 on the run. That's Frost.
But Frost couldn't get any traction. You know,
Not
he
at
tried
all.
to dig his feet in, and like
You could see he wanted more traction.
he couldn't. I mean, had this been good field conditions, I believe that he would have been able to make that cut and get 4 or 5 yards, but he didn't get anything there.
Grizzlies defense puts up a nice stand, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
You know, one of the differences, Alan, is the Grizzlies defense is Charlie Keith. If you see him playing on the edge, he's very fast and he can tackle. That's been the difference the last 3
And
games.
he can play the angles pretty well. That's Compo on the carry. Jason Compo
Nothing.
tackled right away. That's number
4, Brad Baxter was in on it.
39?
Yeah.
That's Picard on the tackle.
And 34. They were both in on that one. They lost about a yard.
As bad as the Grizzlies are, starting out, the Panthers aren't much better. The defense is
I get you, but
standing strong.
when you give this type of field position, Alan,
Yeah.
It just takes one play and that's it. You can get a touchdown. It's not like you can have to go march 80 yards.
With Compo and Frost in motion. Rolling to his right, he's looking for Frost. Has an
Nice
open tight
play
end.
by number 7.
Pass intended for number 81. That's O'Connor. It's incomplete.
But Ben Dodge got a hand on that one.
Pass was a little behind.
But now here's the other thing. And now that the ball is on the 24-yard line, you're going for it on 4th. That's the other difference.
Yeah,
okay?
you're giving them
4 downs. And that's why I don't really like this type of situation, because what's the worst case scenario? Oh, you turn the ball over and you got to march 80 yards.
Punt return.
Exactly. We got a lot of signals here. 2B something.
Boy, huh?
Yeah.
1B triangle was a signal on this play.
Keith
And some hand signals from the coaches.
keeps it himself, looking left across the middle, has a wide open receiver.
Oh, wow, look what I said.
That's Frost. And that's a
touchdown. Oh, wow, look what.
For the Panthers.
Like I said, Alan, this is what happens.
That was a 25-yard play for the Panthers. Quick touchdown.
But my point is that if the ball was on the 50-yard line and that happened, you make a tackle, it's not a touchdown. You just don't give up a short field like that. I appreciate aggressiveness, but I think in this situation, going for it on 4th down and 2 on your 40-yard line is one thing, but
going for the extra point here is number 3. He's a sophomore. Kissling. Kick is up. Plenty of leg, and it looks wide, Scott.
No good.
That is not good.
Wide to the right.
That's going to bring up 6-0. The Panthers over the Grizzlies with 5:47 remaining in the first quarter.
Here's another thing too, Alan, is when you're going for it on 4th down and 1 or 4th down and 2 deep in your own zone, it's not like you got a dry field, all right?
No.
You don't have a dry field. So there's so much room for error. You slip. In that case, Charlie bumped into another player.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to get.
And that's all it was.
Down.
He got bumped because the blocker bumped
exactly
the lineman into Charlie. He got tripped up on it by his own guy and just fell short. Scott, that
was too short by a yard, but
less than a yard. Yeah.
The other situation too, though, is that when you're a team that's 1-5, you go for it in plays like that. Not when you got to win out to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Kissling set to kick for the Panthers. Set back is the whole gaggle of Grizzlies led by Keith, Leahy, Dodge, and Teixeira. Excellent kick and a land in Charlie's hands. He's back up at the 15. He's got the razzle-dazzle play. Who has the ball? It's Teixeira that got tripped up on the 25. He fell on his own. Didn't even get tackled.
He fell on his own because the field conditions are really bad.
Sure.
And you can't make cuts. You got to go. You know who I want in this game? I want I-93 in this game.
Who is?
You know who it is. Juno.
Give us I-93. He goes north and south.
I want I-93 in the game because he does run right up the middle.
Who's out?
There.
Josh Juno comes into the game. Grostradamus says it again. Keith from the shotgun. Keeps it himself, rolling right. Run pass option here. Cuts back in. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Grizzlies.
Maybe a little more than that.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Right. But you could see how gingerly he's running, not because he's injured, because he has no footing.
Exactly.
But I do like Juno here because Juno just goes right up the middle, right between the tackles, and he doesn't have to worry too much about making cuts. He just runs hard up the middle.
Keith with Juno. Juno gets the call right up the middle. 93 they call him. He struggles, and
He's about a yard shy.
He's about a yard shy of the first up. Picks up 2 on the play.
Got to give credit to Nashua South. Their defensive front line is really giving Goffstown fits here. They haven't gotten a whole lot of push against South.
Grizzlies trail by 6 with under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. A lot of football left here today.
I give the ball.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
I give the ball to Juneau right again. Just
have him go up that.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. And Keith rolling to the left. He's going to have that first down, Scott. He's across the 35. That's a first down for sure. First down conversion for the Grizzlies today.
So Goffstown is looking to run the ball, which is typically what you do in these types of conditions. That said, they are really baiting South in terms of a pass situation.
They got 3 wide out at the bottom of your screen. Leahy, Dodge, and Jared. I just want to say he went to Jared. Keith and Juneau. Keith keeps it himself up the middle. Looks like he's still on his feet.
Free.
He's close to he's 1 yard shy of a first down. Pickup of 9 yards on the play.
Exactly, and that's all Charlie Keith, and that's all the push and strength of his legs.
Well, Scott, you've said this over the last few weeks. Is Charlie's biggest strength is his speed and his legs.
Exactly. He's an excellent runner.
He's a conversion from a wide receiver, Scott, so it's no surprise that he has that legs and speed that he has.
Although he proved me wrong last week at Central. He had some really great throws.
Keith, from a low snap, he's looking to pass. Right up the middle. Pass is intended for Dodge. Way overthrown. Incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was throwing to. That ball was at least 5 yards over their head.
Well, yeah, the Dodge was the only receiver there. Obviously, overthrown.
So it's a 3rd down and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go at the 3.5-minute mark.
Again, they're in these 3rd down situations. They haven't had that was a good opportunity to throw the ball, I thought.
Look for Charlie to take this right up the middle, Scott. Charlie right up the middle. Can he get there? Forward progress.
He did not get there.
He got to the 45 and he didn't get to the 46.
Get there. He is a yard shy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is that they're running like off the tackles. I'm thinking just run it right up the middle.
Yeah. Scott, they're 4th and 1. Maybe even less. They're going to go for it. Hey, you went for it on the 24. Why not go for it on the 44?
Yeah, but you know what? I think I go for it here. There's no doubt about it.
3rd time's a charm, Scott.
But you're given a lot of momentum if you can't get this one.
Charlie to Juneau. Charlie keeps it himself. He's across midfield. Still on his feet across the 40. Dropped out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Grizzlies convert. 1st and 10. This time, first time, they're in Panthers territory.
And great blocking by the offensive line, especially on the left side for Goffstown. They able to spring Keith.
Scott, quick to the line of scrimmage. That's Juneau. We got a flag on the field.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, we got pickup of a yard on the play.
Right, that was a quick snap, and the Panthers had a 12th man on the field. He was coming off.
Okay. Scott, the wind has seemed to pick up just a little bit. That'll result in a first down.
So that's 12 men on the field for Nashua South. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll result in a first down and 5. And it should be at the 32-ish.
Yeah, we're going to be it's like actually at about the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
Grizzlies will be about first down, 5 yards to go. Grizzlies marching down the field.
So number 26 in the backfield, Juneau.
There's your 93. Leahy in motion. Looking to pass is Keith. A lot of pressure. Dodges one. Can't get away from the others. Boy, a lot of pressure there for
is it number 50? I can't.
Yeah, number 2 had early contact, I thought.
Right. Brandon Martin looked like.
Charlie's on the ground. We're going to have a timeout here, official timeout.
That is not good.
Yeah, we're going to.
That is not good, especially when he's not moving.
He's really not moving.
And it looks to me that could be like a knee type situation.
Yeah.
And he is not moving at all.
2:20 on the clock. Grizzlies trail by 6. They're 2nd and 5. Either way, he will have to come off the field. look for Hinault taking the snaps. That's number 3. That's Jarrett Hinault. He's a sophomore.
And let's see what they're.
Scott, also dressed for the game, according to this roster, is a freshman quarterback, and that is number 10, I believe. That's Jonah Lopez. But, Scott, I believe there's another quarterback.
Strickland.
Strickland. What number is Strickland?
16.
We got number 16. It doesn't appear that he's on this roster today. Okay, we're being told by the analyst that number 16, Strickland, is dressed.
So they're checking out Charlie's, looks like it's his lower extremity, so it might be a knee or an ankle. And in this type of bad field situation, I say wet, soggy field, you make a cut, you can twist an ankle, you can sprain a knee.
It's so easy.
It's definitely an issue. Is that Coach Huft out there?
Coach is at his shoulders, yes.
Yeah. So the trainer is out there as well. There's obviously some concern for Charlie Keith right now, and he's sitting up. So
that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Let's get him on his feet.
The key is that let's see how he walks, and he is not looking too good, folks. Sometimes
he's bending it. He's flexing it.
Sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you, and sometimes this is more than just that. So this is he is walking gingerly.
We're going to see number 3, Hinault, as a sophomore. Hinault
is a great passer. You're going to see some pass plays.
We're going to see some pass plays. The analysts are telling us from the
he is
stat
definitely
desk.
favoring one of those. I think it's his right leg he's favoring, and he could barely put pressure on it. So I don't expect Charlie Keith to be back in this game, folks.
No, and Scott, if there's one position this year where the Grizzlies have depth, it's quarterback.
It is.
I mean, behind Hinault are 2 other strong quarterbacks the Grizzlies have that are freshmen. I mean, granted, they're freshmen, but, I mean, they're getting the job done on the freshman level. They're undefeated. 2:17 on the clock. Hinault right up to Stinnett. Picks up about maybe 2 yards on the play.
So here we are. We've got a 3rd down and about 2 yards. And a tough spot for Hinault to come into.
Oh, sure.
Sun looks like it's trying to
we can see
penetrate
blue,
the clouds.
Scott.
Yeah.
You can see blue for sure.
So
under 2-minute mark, 3rd down, 2 yards to go for Hinault. High snap. Keeps it himself up the middle, picking up yardage. Looks like he has a 1st down. Grizzlies convert. Now they're 1st and 10.
So a great job by Hinault there. And he's not quite the runner that Charlie Keith is, but he just showed that he can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. That's Hinault. Keeps it himself again. Same play. Picking up more yards on the play. Picks up at least 5 yards, maybe 6. 128.
Maybe like it or not like it, Hinault is saying, hey, Coach, next year I want to be the starting quarterback. And
I think he's looking for that position for sure. High snap again. This time Stinnett up the middle, falling forward. Picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. Grizzlies doing a good job.
If Stinnett didn't lose his balance, I think he goes
Could have been in the end zone.
There.
Another 6 yards. Ball is inside the 10, I believe, Scott.
Yeah, so it's on the 15, I think.
No, it's
10?
on the 10.
10,
right
okay.
on the 10.
So it's a 1st and goal?
And we're just under a minute. 1st and goal for the Grizzlies. Hinault doing a good job moving down the field. Keeps it himself again up the middle.
You're going to get a flag here.
Quick
You're going to get
tackle.
a hold by Goffstown.
We got a tackle on the play by number 50 for the Panthers. That's Martin. He's a senior.
I think you're going to have a hold on Goffstown.
Yeah, we do. That's a holding. It's going to come back.
Yeah, and you can almost see that as soon as it happened. I think it's one of the interior linemen grabbed a guy and almost brought him down. So it was pretty obvious from up here. And I'm a good, 40 yards off the ball.
At least.
So that's going to be that's tough. I mean, when you go now, you're going to be 1st and goal at the 20. You're going to almost have to pass.
Holding on the Grizzlies, that's for sure. 50 seconds on the clock. And, Scott, we've seen it in the past. We know Hinault can pass the ball for sure.
We do.
He can definitely throw. He was impressive last couple games. And with the wind picking up at 40 seconds, Hinault Tessinet gets twisted on the line.
He doesn't
maybe
get much.
Picks up 1 or 2, maybe, Scott.
Yeah. Clock is kind of winding down in the first.
Yep.
We might see.
Might see one play if he can get it off in time.
Exactly.
We're just about the 20-second mark. Panthers late substitution. Oh yeah, adding people to the field.
I want to see a pass play here. I mean, you got to pick up 17 yards.
He can throw a dime if he needs to.
8 seconds. He's going to get this play off. This will be it for the first quarter. Hinault rolling to the right. There's Stinnett dropped up, dodging his own players. Brought down after a pickup of about 3 on the play. That'll do it for time in the first quarter. Grizzlies will be trailing the Panthers by 6 with a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. They'll be third down, 17 to go.
That was Campo on the tackle. He's all over the place.
Yeah, the freshman or the sophomore?
It was 26.
That's the sophomore.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a good family of hot football
exactly.
players
Good
there.
tackle. So it'll be what, third and
12 from the 17.
well, from the 12. So it's a first and goal, is it not?
No, because they had the penalty. They pushed them back.
No, I'm trying to say it's a goal situation. So, yeah. So it's so now the other kicker is, what do you do? I say kicker. What do you do? Do you kick here
No.
because of the soggy conditions?
Well, we got third down. We got one more play to decide.
I go, but if you don't make it,
okay,
then do you kick it?
Well, tell me, Grostradamus, what's he going to do?
Slippery,
There's no way they're going to kick it.
Slippery field conditions. It's only you're only down by 6. So
you got to keep the snap. No, they're going for it. The Grizzlies are going to put the ball in the end zone.
I'm just surprised that we haven't thrown the ball a whole lot.
Jarrett can throw a dime. He's got Putnam, Dodge, Lee.
And so far, we really haven't seen too many throws from Goffstown. We know that Hinault can throw the ball. I like it when they get the ball in the hands of Putnam and.
Yeah, we haven't seen any throws to Putnam or Jared.
So we're talking a full quarter, and there's been nothing in terms of an aerial attack.
Well, we tried one, and that was to overthrow on Ben Dodge. Here we go. Hinault. He's looking right. Passes up. He's going to Jared. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Jared Heidenreich.
I didn't like that play, and I'll tell you why. Is that if you're going to do that play, it's a back shoulder throw to Heidenreich to only where he can catch it, and you threw the ball up like it was it was a basketball jump ball.
Because Heidenreich has a good
so
that brings up fourth down, and now we're going to have the kicker for sure.
Yeah, and this is a tough play. Not only have to get a good snap.
Points matter, Scott. We're looking at a 30-yard field goal attempt for senior David Gibson. We know he has the leg to do this. Just under 12 minutes. Good snap. Good kick. It's up. And that's good. That's 3 points on the board for the Grizzlies.
Great kick by David Gibson. And, that was a high snap, good hold. Who was that, Ben Dodge on the hold?
Yep.
Ben Dodge with a nice play to get that ball down, and Gibson showed that he's got the leg.
Plenty of leg on that play.
So 6-3 Nashua South, and I'll tell you, if it were not for Goffstown giving South excellent field position on their first two drives, this is a pretty even game, no doubt about it.
And Scott, dare I say, the sun is coming out?
Yeah. So
sure.
No word yet on Charlie Keith.
I don't even see him.
He is on the.
He's on the table.
He's on the table. More than likely, it's a knee situation or an ankle, from what it looked like.
So the play there with
easy to get tripped up on the play, and David Gibson will get things ready to kick things off to the Panthers. Set back to receive is Campo and Frost. Great kick by Gibson. That's going to land in the direction of Frost. Frost is bringing it up. Has the sideline wrapped up by the Grizzlies. Taken down finally by number 20. Matt Beard on the tackle. First time I've called that name, Scott. Matt Beard, number 20.
Yeah, good job on special teams
sophomore.
by Beard. And this is where, a lot of younger players make their name. That's
they get their opportunities.
Exactly. So I really would like to see a turnover here if you're Goffstown. I mean, whether that be forcing a fumble or an interception. Looks like you got, trips on the right, maybe 4. How many guys do they?
Boy, they got 3 wide out on the bottom of the screen. They got a Campo.
They look all confused. 2 guys going at the same time.
Campo on the backfield. That's the freshman. That's Joshua. 3 at the bottom of your screen. No one on wide. Oh, here we go. There's the other Campo. Keith keeps it himself. Dodging tackles. Hagar rips him down to the ground. And that's a gain of 0 on the play.
Hager the horrible on the tackle.
Hager the horrible. Great tackle.
You talk about a guy who has come, he's another guy who's just like, Hager has done an awesome job this season, very unsung. He gets involved in a lot of tackles.
Up front, you have Cuddy, Picard, and Fragos. Compo in motion.
Handoff.
He's running to the left. Wrapped up, looks like 33. Stinnett wraps him up right away. No gain, loss of a yard on the play.
As I mentioned earlier, Alan, in those first 3 games, yes, we played some really good teams, but the Goffstown's defense, their team speed, they're quicker to the ball than they were in those first 3 games.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the Panthers have quite the speed as Merrimack.
And I give you that, but our defense is much improved.
Absolutely.
There's no one down here covering 15.
You got nobody down here on.
Yeah, we're going to have an open receiver for sure. Keith rolling left, looking left. Pass is complete. Good tackle. Pass is complete to number 81. That's O'Connor.
One thing I am going to tell you is that, I mentioned this in the first quarter, was that Charlie Keith is playing, he plays defense too, and he has really shored up that defense. His absence on the defensive side of the ball
is being noticed. At the 10-minute mark, Ben Dodge set back to receive the kick. Good punt.
Short kick.
Short, very high. That's going to take a Grizzly bounce.
Oh, I don't like that play.
No, Teixeira, stay away from that ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Opening yourself to injury. Grizzlies will take over at the 44-yard
Yeah,
line.
look, they're talking to him. So Ben Dodge is saying, hey, just don't even touch that ball.
Yeah, you let that drop.
Right, so that's good senior leadership by Dodge, talking to the sophomore, saying, listen, in a situation like that,
let it go out of bounds.
Let it go out of bounds.
Well,
If
you're
nothing
opening
goes off
yourself to an injury
Well,
here.
not only that, but a turnover.
A turnover. Turnover and personal injury. Well, the Grizzlies find themselves 1st and 10 with under the 10-minute mark as they trail the Panthers 6-3. We hope you're enjoying the live broadcast here, brought to you by GTV Sports. Hanault in the shotgun, 3 wide out, top of the screen. Juno gets the call, 93 up and down. He's still moving north. He picks up about 5 on the play. Just about shy of midfield.
Tackled by number 60, Braden McDonald. Like I said, north-south, I-93, that's what you want.
We're right here, right in front of us at midfield. 9:30 on the clock, 2nd down, 5 to go for Hanault. Keeps it himself up the middle, wrapped up right away. That's 81. That's the tight end. That's O'Connor. He's a big fella.
Yeah, this is man, there's
6'3",
a lot of running
228.
plays for Goffstown, all right? I mean, it seems like they have run the ball 90% of the time today, and we're 9 minutes to go until the half.
I'm calling screen out to Putnam. He's all alone. He's got one man down there. That's a screen.
Hanault with Juno. Rolling to the right. He's looking right. Passes open to Dodge. Across the 25, the 20, the 10. Not going to touch him. He's in the end zone. No flag, no laundry. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Wide open, Allen, and that's a beautiful throw by Hanault. And, as good as Charlie Keith is, and he is a great player, Hanault has a very accurate arm. And our analyst, Broden, was telling this, is that he can throw it. And that was a beautiful throw to Dodge, and Dodge has one of the best in terms of legs, in terms of speed on the team, so nobody's going to catch him. So Goffstown goes up 9-6 with an extra point pending.
9-6. Gibson set to kick the extra point. Waiting for the snap.
And a very
good snap.
one at that.
Kick is up. Plenty of leg. That is good. 10-6. Grizzlies on top with 8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the first half.
And Gibson kicks it into the woods. That was a very important extra point, Alan. It's a 4-point differential,
Yep.
and in these games, you want to get your points any way you can.
And all of a sudden, the momentum here has shifted a bit for the Grizzlies.
So, Alan, I want to mention a couple things. At halftime, we're going to have a fire baton twirling.
Fire baton?
Yes, yep.
Is this America's Got Talent?
Yes, and, yep, I authorized it.
Fire.
Well,
I called in the flyover
You
today,
did.
but the overcast was canceled.
All right.
They're going to tie sparklers on the end of the baton, maybe.
No, not sparklers. We're talking fire. Fire batons.
We're talking fire,
We're talking
man.
fire.
Gibson set to kick. Booming kick.
Nice kick.
Sending deep all the way to the 12. That's Frost coming across the 20, the 25.
Uh-oh.
Still on his feet, trying to get to the outside. Down at the 31-yard line. Panthers will be 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Number 3 for the tackle, Jarrett Hanault.
Hanault. He throws a touchdown, comes back and works on special
Yeah.
teams. You got to love high school football.
You do.
You got a kid that just throws a seed for a touchdown, 20 yards, maybe more.
And his brother also he is on the team. He got hurt.
He's got a bad wing, I
exactly,
guess.
but 2 sophomores. And I heard,
And what
I heard he's
position
pretty
is-
good too.
What position does the brother play?
I don't know. We'd have to ask our
analyst.
Roden is not here. He's setting up for the halftime.
Keefe to Compo, wrapped up
Number
right away
43.
is that
Number
Hager.
43.
Hager.
Hager the horrible.
Hager
again.
the horrible on the tackle. He's racking up tackles today.
So I talked to him at practice the other day. He's a great kid. He's like, he just wants it. He's
Well,
hungry.
he's wearing a great legacy number.
Yeah, and he is hungry.
Keefe with Compo rolling to his right, keeping it himself.
Cuddy.
Cuddy is in pursuit. Putnam is there. Tripped up before he even got to him. 2 yards shy of a first down. Panthers will be 3rd down with 2 yards to go.
And that was good pursuit there by Ben Dodge. He had to come all the way across the field to get there. That play was slow to develop, and again, this very slick field is making it tough for both sides of the ball.
7.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Your Grizzlies lead 10-6 here at Grizzly Den.
Short 2 yards for Nashua South.
Keefe to Frost. He's running that
He's got
top
it.
of the screen.
And more.
He's got the edge. He's across the 45, now the 50. Dodge wraps him up, brings him out of bounds at
Great
the 44-yard line.
Great play. He must have picked up 15 yards on that one. He
Maybe
was able
20.
to get the edge. That's the key.
Oh, he was racing for
Yeah.
that edge.
And that kind of quiets the crowd here a bit. They thought they were going to get a turnover in terms of
Scott, we got a holding here. That's coming back. I didn't see the flag
I didn't
on
see
the
the
field.
flag. I didn't see any of that. So that's changing things. It's on the far side of the field.
Wow.
So
Just when the momentum's going the Panthers' way, they get pulled right
that
back.
was a big first 15, 20-yard run, and now it's going to go back 10 yards from the spot of the so what happened was he picked up that first down, and that's where the infraction occurred.
That's a big penalty from their own 36.
Interesting.
It's 3rd down in about 5.
So in high school football, it's from the spot of the foul.
Keefe to
Hand
Frost. Cuts back up the middle.
He's got
Moving
it.
north and south. He's he's shy of the
He's
first
shy
down.
by about a yard.
1 yard. Now, the Panthers have to decide.
They go.
Of course they go.
When you're going for it. And if you're smart, you go really quick.
They're 1 yard shy of the first down. The Panthers are 4th and 1 with 7:02 on the clock.
They're going to go to their left side. My prediction?
Start sophomore quarterback again.
Yeah, I know.
For the Panthers.
You've seen a lot of sophomore quarterbacks in high school football. Watch them go to the left. That's my prediction. We'll see.
They want to get to that edge. Keefe to Frost, wrapped up right away, just back to the line of scrimmage. Who is that? That's 26,
Juno. And that's it. It's a turnover on down. So Josh Juno with a big tackle and great penetration by the line. Okay,
Given
so
the ball-
Juno was the linebacker. Your defensive line got some good push, and Juno's able to split the gap and make the tackle.
Ball comes back in Hanault's hand and the Grizzlies. With a score of 10-8, they're on top.
So for those of you who might have missed it, Charlie Keith went out about a couple of drives ago. We're not sure what his status is. We do know that it was one of his lower extremities. We're not sure if it was an ankle or a knee, but we don't expect Charlie Keith to come back into the game.
No. Jarrett Hanault from the Panthers 40. Good snap. That's Stinnett up the middle. Picks up maybe 2 to 3 on the play.
the whistle blew. So what happened was he gained his forward progress.
Yeah, he
they
wasn't
blow
down.
The whistle.
He wanted to keep going.
Right. Well, he was thinking that no part of his body hit the ground, and that's accurate. But the refs blew the whistle because he stopped his progress.
Maybe a 2-yard gain on the play,
if that. But now this is a place where Goffstown can go for it on 4 downs if they get close enough.
Certainly. 6 minutes on the clock. Hinault with Stinnett. Dodge in motion. Back rolling right, left. Keeps it himself. Hinault doesn't quite get any gain on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I thought on that one that might have been a bad read, only because I thought that there was a block there. If he would have handed it off, I think he had the edge. But now it's a long 3rd and 8.
Very long. 3rd and 8. 5:40 on the clock.
They look all confused here on south side.
Good snap. Rolling left. A lot of pressure. Intercepted.
That's okay, though.
Pass is intercepted. Looks like we got a flag.
Might be a face mask.
Salemi. Let's see what that flag
Might be a
is.
face mask. Not sure. We'll find out in a second. So I saw a high tackle, but
Yeah, they're pointing to the Grizzlies. So
yeah, I think it's a face mask penalty, but
that could be 15 yards on top. Yep, personal foul,
Yep.
face mask. That's
Yeah.
going to help the Panthers at 5:23. Turnover from an interception by Hinault. And that is number 15, Scott. Yeah, Kyle Salemi. He's a junior. Small guy, Scott. He's only 5'6". First and 10 for the Panthers.
and again, really, that was the first turnover that we've seen, right? It really hasn't been any.
Other than turnover on downs.
Right.
And almost a fumble, but they recovered on their own.
Right. Panthers, though, have played ever free.
Keefe to Frost. He's a big guy. He's running across midfield down at the 46-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers.
So now we know who the go-to guy is for Nashua South. That's Frost. He's got, when he sees that hole up the middle, he's going. So that's a first down for South. And again, this is where you miss a Charlie Keith, who has the speed and the good tackling abilities.
Well, in that roaming position, he has the authority to go where he wants. And this is Keith across midfield, trying to make that turn. Wrapped up by Stinnett.
No,
he's
gets
still
free.
on his feet. Wow, he's falling forward, picks up about 5 or 6 on the play.
You know, one thing I like what I'm seeing, though, is that I think there was Baxter on that one. I mean, he tried to just blow that play up, and he did, but then he's looking for the guy behind him to make the tackle, and that came a little late.
The Panthers are having a hard time to make that turn, Scott. The
Yeah.
Grizzlies are doing a good job cutting off the angle.
So tough Nashua South. I told you this team was going to be tough.
Yeah.
This
Second
was,
down, 6 yards to go. Keefe with Frost. Frost gets a call again, cuts back into the middle,
Cuddy.
slips up. Cuddy is there.
Now,
No.
It was. I'm saying
Hager
Cuddy
and Baxter.
Right. Cuddy was the guy who kind of broke that play up, and then he lets Cuddy and Baxter make the tackles. So that's going to be a long third, and I think it's going to be about a 3rd and 8 here. Scoreboard has it at 3rd and 7, but
I'm sorry, that was 81, Scott. That was O'Connor. Or what? No, that was 11. That was Frost. Okay.
again, the sun's trying to creep out
We're
here.
seeing some blue sky,
Yeah.
which is promising. Keefe with Frost. Keeps it himself, goes to Campo. Wrapped up, number 54, right away for a loss. That's Fragos. Nick Fragos, captain.
That's exactly, and that was just great penetration. You know, those plays, Alan, almost never work. And I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Those
Someone picks up
reverses
that play.
and just doesn't work.
Moves the ball back 6 yards. They're right at midfield. They're going to punt. Ben Dodge is set back. That's a good snap. Good leg on that.
He's going to stay away from it. Oh,
He's
fair
going to
catch.
get it. Fair catch is caught. Grizzlies
Nice job.
will be at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Scott, they've got 3 minutes, 8 seconds to move down about 70 yards.
There's certainly time. I think I really like Hinault in a passing situation. I know that he gave up an interception, but I think it was the play call that I wasn't really in love with on that one. I think
you don't shy away from the pass.
They have had success on a short pass to Putnam or a short pass to Heidenreich, and
we
let
haven't
them break
seen either of
tackles.
those today.
Haven't seen any of that, and not to mention the fact that you've got Heidenreich has like 8 inches or 6 to 8 inches on his defender.
Well, sure he does. Look at the size of him. He's at the top of the screen, number 81. That's Leahy in motion. Hinault keeps it himself, looking to bounce around, spinning around, wrapped up right away. Maybe a gain of 1. Scott, now we're playing against the clock as well. Can they move down in 3 minutes?
On the tackle for South. But this is how Goffstown operates. It's that read option. It's usually the first 2 plays they have that going, and then they pass off of it.
Juno in the backfield. 3 on the top of the screen. He's rolling right.
There
He's
you go.
looking
81.
downfield.
Got
That's Jarek. He
Short.
went to Jared. He's down at the 40-yard line.
Bad throw. That
He's
was
shy of about 2 yards.
That was not a good throw. Heidenreich had to go down and get it,
Yeah.
which means he couldn't catch it and run. If the ball was thrown about 3 feet higher, it's easily a first down and probably a 10, 15-yard gain.
That's going to bring up 3rd down, 2 yards to go with about 2 minutes on the clock. A lot of wide receivers deployed at the bottom of the screen. Juno gets the call. Wrapped up.
And he is shy
he's
by
close.
a yard. No, he's shy. It's 4th down and 1. Look for Goffstown to probably go for it again.
We're under the 2-minute mark.
What do you do here? You're up by 4. Do you go? I mean,
Drain the clock, call a timeout. Drain as much time as you can, right? Oh, we're going to get offsides.
And they get
Oh,
lucky.
boy.
Wow, what a great.
Grizzlies.
That's
come out on
offsides by
top.
the Panthers. So that must have been Hinault on a hard count.
Oh, either way, Grizzlies pick up 1st down at an important time of the game here to put more spread on the board with points as they go into the locker room.
Again, I just want to see the ball. I think look at Heidenreich. Look at his defender.
What number is the defender, Scott?
Number
8?
9, I think. Is it
Well,
9?
If it's 9 or 8, they're both 5'6" and 5'8".
Yeah.
And his Hinault rolling left has Putnam. He's
There you
across
go.
midfield. Cuts
There
back
you
in.
go.
Moving forward, he's got a 1st down. 1st down for the Grizzlies.
There you go.
We needed Putnam in the game.
Putnam is in the game. He just needs to get the ball.
1:15 on the clock. That clock is going to start as soon as the chains
They are all
set.
disorganized
and here
right
we
now.
go. Hinault moving Juno to his right. Rolling right. He's right at midfield.
He needs to run.
Yep. He's going downfield. Has dodge. Picks it up. He's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
So once again,
another 1st down.
Allen, Ben Dodge got behind the cornerback, and Hinault threw it to him a little low, but Dodge was able to corral it.
Scott, 1st down, 1 minute left on the clock. Grizzlies are leading by 4, looking to put more points to spread out that gap as they go ahead into the locker room. Hinault with Juno. Hinault looking to pass immediately. Quick pass out to Juno. Juno's going to go across the goal line.
He's in.
That's a touchdown, and there's no flags.
That was a beautiful play. Beautiful play to Juno. You know, it's funny because I've been thinking about this for a while now, and that Goffstown has the ability to run. It's like I think it's kind of like a wheel route where the running back is the intended receiver, and that's what they did. And a good block by the wide receiver. I think
Scott,
that was
that in
Heidenreich.
about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to march down 70 yards.
I think it was Heidenreich with the block there.
Gibson set for the extra point. And plenty of leg.
Is good.
And that's good.
I get nervous on these extra points. You know that, Alan.
17-6 for the Grizzlies. And Scott, if you'll notice, number 63 is a freshman, Antonio Capos.
Yeah.
He's the freshman, but he's 6'3", almost 300 pounds. They've been putting him in for special teams. And
okay.
because, listen, when you're kicking that field goal or that extra point,
you need the beef.
not many
there.
people are going to go around him.
Yeah, that's true. He's a real.
And that's a great use.
I saw him at the high school the other day, and he is a really soft-spoken guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's quiet.
Good.
Yeah.
He's a big human being, which is even better for Coach Huft.
So it was interesting. I was doing an assembly for all the freshmen, and it was on finances and goal setting and everything. And we had, myself, Frank McBride, the principal, Gary Perrin, one of the football coaches. And one of my segments was I was asking them about money and everything, and we're talking about going out to eat. He likes to go to Cactus Jack's. That was his place.
CJ's.
Yeah, I guess they remodeled it just recently.
Gibson gets a good kick downfield. That's going to be Campo handling that one.
He's trapped though, unless
that's
he
the
cuts
freshman.
It.
He's cornered, wrapped up right away by number 30. That's Bird Diaz.
And Bird Diaz is another one of these special team guys for Goffstown that seems to always be around the ball.
Well, a lot of hustle. Good things happen when you hustle like that. The Panthers find themselves trailing the Grizzlies by 11 points with 39 seconds to bring out the half to a close.
And we're going to have a halftime show.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We are having a halftime show.
That's right.
That's Campo in motion. Keefe rolling left. Oh, he slips up. He's down.
Now, once he goes down.
He's down.
Yeah.
Baxter. Oh, no, that's 54 for the Grizzlies finally. He'll get credit for the tackle. That's Fragos.
And they're just going to let it go. My question is, if you're Goffstown, do you call a timeout?
Yeah, he slipped up right away, Scott. I mean, that was.
It's always
in this field position. They're at the 20. I mean,
yeah.
if you
Listen, it's a catch-22. The ball is at around the
20.
10. I'm sorry, the 20-yard line. I think it's at the 10. It's at the 10 right now. Look at where the second down marker is. It's right by the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it is at the 10. Yeah.
So you call the timeout. Maybe you can do something, but by the same token, would you be content going in with a 17-point
lead?
Exactly. So, it's
well, you
kind of
put
a tough
another
situation.
3 on the board. Now,
Yeah. So the other thing that I should mention is that this weekend in Goffstown is the Pumpkin Regatta.
Today.
It is the weigh-off is today, and the regatta, which is the race of the giant pumpkins, will be tomorrow.
In it this year? Are you in a pumpkin?
I did it many years ago. It was quite the experience.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say all that enjoyable. It's tough.
Do they have a pumpkin big enough for me to fit in?
They do, and they had a pumpkin big enough for me. They have one big enough for you. It's just
wow.
It's tough. And I did it with the they're bringing back the motors again.
Oh,
for a while they had the
rowing and
the paddling. That's no good.
Give me a motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me like a Yamaha 250.
The problem is that's what people were doing. I mean, they were like
bringing in heavy motors,
bringing in heavy-duty electric motors.
Can you water ski behind these things?
Yeah,
or
right. No
tube. But here's Keefe with they're crowded in the backfield. That's Frost. Campo gets it. He's trying to go up the middle. No, wrapped up and tackled, finished it.
Another timeout for Goffstown.
Looks like that's Stinnett.
That'll be like a
off.
third down and probably.
That's Hager. Sorry.
Third down and 13.
Scott, no time went off the clock. That's interesting.
It did. I saw it. I did. In 5 or 6 seconds. They had reset the clock, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So now, but here's the kicker, right? Alan, Goffstown has no timeouts. Remember they called that other one?
Yeah.
So
there you go.
It comes back to haunt you. So it makes me wonder here, if you're Nashua, would you just take a knee?
Just get to the locker room and regroup.
You take a knee, and then the ball, then there's no more plays because now you have a fourth down play, and you wait, because Goffstown can't call a timeout. Right. So if I'm Nashua South, I just take a knee.
Unless they want to go.
No, I just take a knee because you don't want a situation where you get a turnover.
You don't think they want to go 73 yards?
No. I wouldn't do it. Again,
Scott, I can smell and see the smoke from the Grizzly Den, and it smells good.
It's white smoke, and the Pope is not. There's no naming.
No.
Yeah, it's a hamburger.
No, the white is good is when they name it. It's black smoke when they're not named.
Right,
yes.
it's white. Right, well,
but it smells good. Here's Keefe. He's looking to pass, looking downfield. He's going towards the sideline. Incomplete, intended for Frost. On the coverage is Putnam.
See, a lot of bad things can happen on that situation. That's all I'm saying. An interception.
Yeah. Now, Scott, they find themselves 4th and 12.
Right, so now they're going to have to
get the ball.
Right, so now they're going to punt, and Goffstown could get the ball at around, the 40-yard line.
Run out of bounds. You get one play in you.
As soon as you get tackled, the clock is going to stop. So,
well, get it in, and you got one play. Give it in Honal's hand. Oh, almost blocked. That's a way short kick.
Get away from it.
Grizzly
ball. Away from it. Get away from it. Yeah.
Putnam is looking for a call.
Well, Putnam is upset because the number 81 pushed him
O'Connor.
into the ball.
Correct.
So it'll be at the 35-yard line.
And Grizzlies will have 11 seconds to try to make something happen one last time.
So here's where you look for Ben Dodge or a Leahy. You need some speed here. And this is where I would just kind of loft one up and let's see if a guy can run underneath on both sides.
You got one play.
Yeah. No, you have two. 12 seconds, you got two plays to do it. But I don't think this is one where you even remotely think about option anything.
No.
It's just shotgun.
This is all pass.
Sling it. You know?
Put as many wideouts as you can and just sling it out there.
Right.
Goffstown offense hustling out to the field.
So let's see. Do we have Ben Dodge in there? I hope.
Ben Dodge will be the second receiver.
Okay,
Yep,
that's who I want. This
Jarrett.
is exactly what I was talking about. Let the speed guys run underneath it.
He's rolling right. He's got Jarrett on the sideline. Pass is complete. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
And he does with 4 seconds. And now you let Gibson kick it. Let's see if Gibson can kick a 40-yard field goal.
Now they're going to go for it. They're
going to go for it.
They are. They don't have Gibson on the field.
Why wouldn't you?
And maybe he's coming on the field, and he is.
Yeah.
Gibson's coming out to attempt.
There's no
Scott, it's at the 25, 24. This is a 34-yard field
No.
attempt.
It's 17 to wherever it's at. So whatever. If it's on the 24, it's a
41.
41-yard field goal. It's makeable for Gibson.
All right. Look at Big 63. Cutting that corner. That's going to be way short. Yep, that's no good. And that will do it. Bring it to a half here for Goffstown TV Sports. Your Grizzlies lead with a score of 17-6. Enjoy the halftime show.
Welcome, Grizzlies. I'm Broden McCune here with Justin Scott Kaminsky, and this is your halftime analysis. Today, we're just going to give you a quick recap, show some highlights, stuff that has happened during the game. If you haven't been watching for the entire first half, here's your time to catch up. So we started the game with 3 quick offensive possessions by Goffstown, which were all lost on 4th downs on turnover on downs. Eventually, Nashua scored a quick touchdown, but the PAT did not convert. So
this was followed up by Goffstown with David Gibson kicking a 30-yard field goal, and it was good. And then a little later on, Charlie Keith got a big hit, and he ended up spraining his knee.
That injury was possibly a combination of the hit and the not-so-great field conditions. I can attest to this. I took a slip coming on the way up. I'm normally the camera operator, so I had to come all the way out from the field, and that field is just torn up because we have had a home game for 4 out of the 5 days this week because it's homecoming week. So that field is just torn to shreds at this point.
Oh, yeah. But thankfully, we have our JV quarterback, Jared Hilnaut, who was able to step in for Charlie, and he's been doing really well. He actually threw a touchdown pass to Ben Dodge, 56-yard touchdown.
And Ben Dodge has some wheels, and he showed that on this play.
He's definitely a runner. Did winter track. He's really fast.
Great run after catch there from Dodge. He's also a baseball player, so three-sport athlete there. Later on, we had another. That's not it. That would not be it. We had. Sorry, we're having some trouble with the highlights at the moment. Justin, would you like to take over? Because I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, we ended up just close to the ending of before the half. We had a 9-yard touchdown pass to Josh Juneau.
Just on a screenplay there. Just great design. And Scott Gross, one of our color commentators there, has been asking for those screen passes. And I think Scott got one there today.
He got what he asked for.
And so that will leave Goffstown up 17-6 at the half after a missed field goal right as time expired from 41. That could have been, if there was just a little bit more power on that. I think Gibson definitely has the leg to do it. So in just a little bit here, we're going to send it back up to Scott and Alan. And thank you for watching. This has been your Halftime Analysis Show.
Welcome back, Grizzly fans. Here at the Grizzly Den, GTV Sports brings you this live broadcast where your Grizzlies are in the lead 17-6 over the Panthers of Nashua South. Scott, you said you had an opportunity to check out the sideline. What'd you hear?
So I heard, Charlie twisted his knee. He is not expected back in this game.
Okay.
So it doesn't look to be so significant, but significant enough where he won't be. He's in the cart watching the game on the sideline.
I see him over there. He's with Beth in the cart. He's in a good spot. Let him watch that game. Box row, front row seats. Gibson set to kick. Over to Frost. And Campo. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Let's see where Gibson puts this. Big line drive. Campo's doing what he can just to get to it.
Oh, that's out of bounds.
Out of bounds off Campo.
So he touches
at about
it.
the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was not a good play by him. He should have let the ball go out of bounds.
Yeah.
And he put a hand on it. So this is going to.
That's the older Campo. That's the sophomore. That's Jason.
That's on the 10-yard line.
10-yard line,
yeah, it's the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's the 10.
So Teixeira is a cornerback. We got Putnam at cornerback, Dodge at safety. And
Jared will be on big number 81, O'Connor. He's been doing some damage. That's Keefe rolling to his left. A lot of pressure by Cuddy. Pass is complete to Frost. He's on his feet.
I don't know how he
just
caught
across
that.
the 30-yard line. Big first down play by South coming right out of the gates hot.
It looked like it went through Goffstown defender's hands, or it was very strange.
It was a strange-looking play.
Yeah, but
and he even caught it weird.
Yeah.
Great play by Nashua South coming right out of the locker room, giving some momentum.
You know, football is all about a game of adjustments. Let's see what South can do. They had some difficulty, albeit for that one touchdown. Again, on a pass play, they've had a difficult time getting an established running game.
Keith from his own 30.
Yeah, look at 26 on the wheel route.
Keith looking for a pass, has Frost. Pass is complete again at about the 43-yard line. Big pass play. Keith to Frost. On that
First
and 10.
It was Putnam and the safety. They both had an opportunity, and they both thought they were going to crash into each other.
Threaded the needle.
They pulled up.
He had a great pass. Didn't look like it was a lot on it, but he got it there. And Frost was able to come up with that, and big play for the Panthers.
But he's had time to throw the ball because they're faking the run, which holds up your linemen.
It's Campo in motion. He gets a call up the middle. He's into the secondary, has a free safety on his feet. Big first down, finally brought down with the flag by Stinnett and Teixeira.
That's probably going to be on Goffstown, I'm thinking.
Big play.
Because there's nobody else around.
Big consecutive plays by South, Scott.
It's got to be a face mask on Goffstown because there was nobody else for Nashua.
Personal foul. Head contact.
Targeting, yeah.
Yep. That's from that spot there, Scott. They're going to be very close.
They're going to be on the 5-yard line.
Well, no, they're at about,
They will be on the 5-yard line when all said and done.
Big turn of events here with momentum. Having a 11-point lead is certainly important, Scott.
They'll be on the 10-yard line. This is what I talked about. You know, it's only an 11-point game, and South has to come out and score.
Sure.
To
and
gain
they've done
momentum.
Exactly that.
And they're running down the field here. 2 massive pass plays and a personal foul.
Keefe with Frost and Campo. Frost gets the call. He's around the tackle. He's going to be very close.
Fumble.
I think he's down. They're going to call him down, Scott, inside the 5?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the 2-yard line. It looks like from looking at the referee on the side judge.
Yeah, he's at about the 2. Second down, 2 yards to go for the South.
And they're looking to run off like left guard, left tackle.
Scott,
they're running.
They're going to go right to Frost. Why wouldn't you? This kid's been doing a lot of running. Frost goes to the right side, cuts back to the middle. He's still
shy.
short. Scott, some interesting stats for the first half. Grizzlies offense had 119 yards passing and 91 rushing, but they let up only 31 yards passing and 17 rushing. Boy, that change
Well,
of an event already in the second half.
They've let up more yards in this drive than all the first half combined. It looks
Correct.
like.
Third down, 2 yards for South. Frost and Campo in the backfield.
I give the ball to Frost, like you
I'd
said.
give the ball to Frost. He's the kid getting it done on the ground. Right to Frost. He's going up, trying to get the edge.
He does.
He's
He's
got
got
the
it.
corner. He's in the end zone. No flags on the field. That's 6 more points for the Panthers. They're going for 2, Scott. They're going for 2.
This is exactly what South wanted. I told you this is going to be a tough game for Goffstown. This Panther team has been in a lot of games. They don't give up, and now they're going to go for 2. Reason being that'll make it only a 3-point game. And Goffstown's defense has not looked good on that drive.
No. 3 big plays.
Right, big plays. Yeah.
Hey, give some credit here to the Panthers for coming out, like you said, making the adjustments they needed. Now they're attempting a 2-point conversion. Again, Frost and Campo, high snap. Frost gets it wrapped up. He tosses.
He gets the
Stinnett
edge.
to the side, Baxter to the side, cuts back, he slips up. Baxter gets the last laugh, and on the tackle brings him down.
Yeah, I think Stinnett was there too. So it looked like Frost was going to be able to cut it back and get the edge, but that shut down pretty quick. So it's a 5-point game for Goffstown. And this is where those extra points really matter, Alan. I mean, and that field goal that Gibson made where they in that first half matters big time.
With the score of 17-12, it's only a 5-point game within 6 points of a touchdown. Grizzlies will receive.
So Goffstown will receive the kick. You know, all season long, teams have not been kicking it deep. This team did, though.
Yeah, they have.
And
we've been able to run the razzle-dazzle once today.
The razzle-dazzle has not worked this year.
Not at all.
Oh. Yeah.
What happened?
What? Umpoyo is in the game.
Uzi, number 11, is a freshman. Uzi Monpoyo, freshman sensation for the undefeated team. This one goes right. Who has it? That's Leahy. Razzle-dazzle's working this time across the 35. He's down at the 36-yard line. He's still on his feet. He's across the 35,
He's gonna
the
go,
30,
Alan.
the 20. Scott, I thought he was down. He's in the end zone. No flags.
There are no whistles.
I thought he was down. That's a touchdown
There
for the
are
Grizzlies.
no whistles. And that's another. This is what happened to Goffstown a couple of games ago.
Kick return for Leahy.
So what happened is he might have actually been on the back of another player who was down, but he was. Let's watch the instant replay on this one from our studio.
Oh,
and I
my
hope
God.
we've
Scott,
got
I
it.
thought he was down.
Alan, that's the first time I think in my career with you that I think you might have called it wrong.
I called it wrong. I do make mistakes. I've only made one this year.
That's it.
And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
But listen, Alan, I thought he was down too, right?
Scott, that's a fun
Even
play.
Broden thought he was down.
Cameraman, halftime show extraordinaire.
So
Broden.
for those of you who are watching this live on GTV or Facebook or on YouTube, you're getting instant replay. We don't have a monitor
Scott,
here.
you think someone's at home kicking back, popping
Yes.
popcorn and watching this?
I hope so.
Hanault's going for the 2.
And we've got TV
We
timeout.
got a timeout.
We got a
Panthers.
TV timeout here.
TV
in Goffstown.
timeout. This will be brought to you by our sponsors.
So we've got a little analysis from the studio. Looked like the knee was down, but they did not blow the whistle, and there's no replay.
So we're getting. There is no
Yeah, hold on,
replay.
Scott, hold on. Let's see. They're listening. They're talking to the refs now.
It looked like he rolled over someone's back.
Correct. So he rolled over someone's back.
Wow.
They've already called it a touchdown.
I got to
so
see
they're
that
not-
play.
they're-
You know Adam is going to isolate this
He
so
will,
that we can see it.
but not, probably not right now. Maybe
No.
at
No,
some point. But
yeah.
it looked like, according to our studio, his knee might have been down. They're unsure. He's going to try to isolate
Well, Scott,
that
as
for
far
us.
as I know, there's no instant replay review for high school sports.
Up in the Is there? Do you see?
We have the technology here at Goffstown, but it's not with NHIAA. So that's bottom line, 6 points. We're going for 2 more points.
Over to Peyton Strickland is out there at quarterback.
Peyton Strickland, number 16, is getting the duty for the 2 points at 9:09 in the third quarter remaining. Keeps it himself, Strickland up the middle. Still on his feet, wrapped up by the Panthers.
You know
brought
what
down.
one thing I can never understand on these situations is like, Have we ever thought about like a direct snap to like an Evan Cuddy or something like that?
Right,
Just
exactly.
like let him go up the middle, like
Let him
fridge.
have some fun. Let the big
Right?
fella have some fun.
Right. Or White or somebody like that. Just give him a direct snap and let him barrel through, baby.
With the time of 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, your
Or-
Grizzlies lead 23-12.
Or better yet, like let's give it to what's his name?
Uzi.
Capos. Capos. Let's give it to Capos.
Let's see what he can.
Let's
he
see what
could be
he
a
can
star
do.
running back
Exactly.
from the 5-yard line every time.
Exactly.
Give it to him. Who's going to stop
Right.
Capos?
I know. So Goffstown quickly changes the momentum on that kickoff for a touchdown, and the Panthers were back in this game. And
They
now,
were, but
and
boy.
now it's an 11-point spread
The Grizzlies
once
just
again.
answer that immediately and just puts the crowd back into this.
But I will give credit to Nashua South. There's no giving up in these guys. You can hear it on the sidelines. They're into this
Gibson
game.
with looks like an onside kick. That is
Yeah.
going to be down. Fair
don't know.
caught.
I don't like
by number
that.
8. That's Levine.
I don't understand that one.
That
Maybe
one-
he got under it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that wasn't
Maybe they got
intentional.
scared. They didn't want to happen to them what we just did to them. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
kick it deep, Scott.
We have done pretty well on our
The coverage has been great.
kickoff coverage. So just didn't make much sense to give them the ball on the 41-yard line.
I agree. Nonetheless, it is 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 42-yard line as they trail the Grizzlies by 11.
Speaking of which, it looks like the Panthers have come out looking to throw the ball, right?
Yeah.
They've seen that it's not working running the ball.
There's Campo in motion. Nope. That's Keith picking up 9 yards, 10, maybe 8 yards on the carry.
You're going to get a hold here by Nashua.
And we do have a flag.
Yeah, it's usually in the area of holding. And that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the hole. So that flag was thrown at around the 43, so it'll be placed at around the 33.
No, they're going to do it from the 49. It'll go back to the 39.
Well, that's odd because
No,
you typically throw the flag where the infraction was. So,
yeah, it is. Scott,
Okay.
You're right. Here we go. 10 yards from there. So from their own 33-yard line.
It's like almost like a 1st and 20 almost.
That's like 1st and 20 is
Yeah.
right. That's a long way.
But look, I tell you, the Panthers have had some good success on those. Even though it was a big hole, and that was a late flag.
Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. Campo in motion. Campo gets it right up the middle. Picks up maybe 3 to 4 yards on the play. Not a whole lot, Scott, when you have 18 to go.
Yeah. I didn't even know Rush was in the game. It was Evan Cuddy who made the tackle.
Who did he say it was?
He said it was that was Cuddy on the tackle.
Oh, yeah. Panthers looking to come back and put more points on the board. Frost is in motion. Big Frost. He cuts back right up the middle, across the 40. He's down at the 43.
That was Heidenreich with a nice tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 10.
Yeah, that's 3rd and long.
A lot of activity on the Panthers, in terms of getting set.
Yeah, Scott, and it's really been
There's nobody down here.
Frost doing bulk of the offense with Keith.
There's nobody down here for Goffstown. You got
3 receivers,
and 2
defensemen.
You got it.
Keith looking to pass.
Right
He's got
here.
a long way to. He's going deep. It's a duck up in the air. Frost catches it. What a catch by Frost.
And not very good
On his back.
I'll give
Very
you that.
bad throw. Poor throw at best.
Not very good defense by Goffstown there.
Wow.
I mean, that ball should have been picked off.
I got to tell you, that was a terrible throw, but that was all Frost.
Yeah.
Scott, right before the snap, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, unbelievable catch by
This
Frost.
kid has been doing it all for the South.
But on that situation, Goffstown has had opportunities to knock balls down and make interceptions, and South is just beating them to it.
Campo in motion. Keith keeps it himself, goes up the middle. Slips right away, wrapped up by, that's Hager and Heidenreich.
Yeah. So, this is the area where Goffstown is susceptible, is on that secondary. And there have been many plays by South that
Yeah.
a Goffstown defender could have easily intercepted it. Like he's threaded the needle.
Scott, it looks like the middle of the field over there is really slick.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's been slipping and sliding.
Goffstown needs to be very careful here. I mean, I think you don't want to give up another score here to this team, giving them hope. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're giving.
Yeah,
I mean,
then it's a 4-point game.
yeah.
Keefe
Correct.
slips up right away, wrapped up nicely.
Heidenreich
again on the tackle.
But they're in 4-down territory, and they're going to go for it. So,
3rd down, 8 yards to go. We're at the 6.5 mark in the third quarter. Your Grizzlies lead by 11.
on that last pass play, we even said that there was only 2 defenders on 3 receivers, so something got screwed up there.
Scott, already in this half, the Grizzly defense have let up more passing yards and rushing yards than the first half.
Exactly. Here comes a blitz.
Keefe looking to pass immediately, rolling right. Cuddy's on his pursuit. Cuddy with the sack with one arm.
Oh, my God.
Brings him to the ground.
That was a one-arm throwdown by Cuddy.
Well, Cuddy's a pretty strong dude. I mean,
I know, but that was
Cuddy
a one-arm tackle.
That was amazing.
And
Evan
he threw
Cuddy
him
just
down
threw him to the ground.
So let's see if they punt here. And this is a 4th down and 20. And they are going to punt, trying to pin Goffstown back. And here's a situation where you cannot call a fair catch if you're Goffstown on the goal line.
No.
And
Well, Scott, quite honestly, I don't think they're going to reach the goal line. He'll
Right.
probably get it at about the 15 of the
Yeah.
20. No, that's a fake. Cuddy is there. Cuddy's going to wrap him up. He's not going to let go.
Oh, that was not
Brings
a good
him
play.
down at the 42.
Evan Cuddy, again, on 2 consecutive plays, showed his speed and his strength.
Yeah. Scott, I don't think the Panthers want to kick to, or
They don't want to kick off?
I don't think they wanted the Grizzlies
Yeah.
to get another touch, a return.
I don't know, but they kick it out of bounds.
So
you
here
know?
they at least advance the ball just a bit.
I know, but kick it out of bounds then, if that's
Right.
the case. I mean, you can do a diagonal kick.
Grizzlies 1st and 10 from their own 42. Excellent field position for the Grizzlies with an 11-point lead over the Panthers of South.
So it looks like the quarterback for South has his helmet off. Hopefully he's okay.
Hanault right to Juneau, bouncing off tackles.
Juneau, they big
He's
time
brought back. Loss of 2 yards on the play for Juneau.
big time penetration by the Panthers on that play, led by their defensive front 3. They were in the backfield.
Number 60,
Yeah.
McDonald. Number 70, Tejada.
You got to soften up this Panther defense, I think, by throwing it to the receivers.
Hanault rolling right.
Oh, that's
Passes incomplete.
that's a
Intended for
flag.
Leahy. There's a flag. He got tripped up on
he
the play
pushed him.
immediately.
Number 17 was pass interference. That'll be
Plourde.
5 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yep. He got tripped up on that play.
Yeah, he
that
pushed
was
him.
Leahy.
He pushed him. Pass interference on the Panthers. It should be 5 yards. Still 3rd down, but they'll advance it by 5.
Under the 5-minute mark.
Make it 10, maybe.
Wow, big play.
Okay.
1st and 10 for the
All right.
Grizzlies. This time they're going to be
15 yard.
Yep, it's a personal foul now.
Oh. So our analyst is saying it's a personal foul, if it's, which I
What,
didn't
a
see
push,
personal
a pass
foul.
interference is a personal
I
foul?
don't think so.
Wow. All right, 15 yards. We'll take it either way. Grizzlies are on the 43.
Let's see if they throw the ball
the
up again
Panthers.
here. Look at the far right of your screen. 1-on-1.
Yeah. Dodge in motion. Hanault keeps it himself, goes right up the gap. Picks up
Ooh.
about 7 yards, 8 on the play.
You know what? We got a penalty for targeting the helmet, and number 8 for the Panthers just did the same thing to us. You got to call it both ways.
Four and a half to go in the third quarter.
Speaking of number 8, that's Ben Levine.
Levine.
All but 4, 5, 6, but he hit like a brick house on that one.
Hanault with Juneau. Dodge in motion. Hanault goes up that same gap, picking up more yards.
I think he's got a first
He's
down.
got a
though.
first down either way with 4 minutes on the clock.
Dan Locke, number 50, had an amazing block to kick out his lineman, and that sprung Hanault. So good job by Locke.
Frost came
So ball's on the 33.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
A lot of single coverage.
Hanault, same gap. Picking up maybe 3 yards on the play. That gap is being created by Dan Locke.
Right.
I mean, that is just, he's opening enough to drive a truck through it.
Yeah, so he's pulling, and he plays, I think he's playing like left guard, but he's pulling on that play, and he's going behind number 77, also
wait
Josh
a minute.
White.
That's 77
but
creating the gap. That's Josh White.
Yeah, it's White, but also they're pulling. Number 50 is pulling to the right.
Yeah, look at that gap right there again. There he goes to the other side. Wrapped up. That's Juno. Really nowhere to go for Juno.
Again, I'd like to see a short pass like to Putnam.
Well, Scott, I think what you're doing is you're seeing the Grizzlies also using they're using the clock.
Yeah.
I mean, the clock hasn't stopped running for the last 3 minutes. I mean, the clock is all of a sudden your best asset.
Yeah, and another touchdown here if you're Goffstown. I think you can almost put this one away if you can put 7 on the board.
Hanault with Juno.
There's a blitz.
Going back, a lot of pressure. Pass is
threw it
intended
right. Oh,
for
my
Juno.
goodness.
It's incomplete.
It was a screen play, but he threw it right to the defender. And I was just about to say, the last thing that Goffstown needs now is our turnovers.
Well, that kid wasn't going to run it back, that lineman.
Hanault played corner at the start of the year and had some great tackles.
So anyway, we got a 4th down and a long 7 for Goffstown. They're going to go for it. And I'm curious as to what play do you call on
You got to have a pass. Give it to Putnam.
I know, but you got Ben Dodge, Leahy, and Putnam.
Look at the size difference even with Putnam.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But he doesn't roll. He never rolls to his left. You know what I'm saying? I would roll to your left and throw it.
Hanault just looking to pass.
Blitz.
He's going deep. He got
held up.
Number 9 into. I mean, that was McDevitt. Really prevented
but
Jarrett from going anywhere.
He got held up, but I think the ball was probably not catchable.
Turnover on downs. The Panthers will have 1st and 10 from their own 29.
So a good drive by Goffstown, but they were stopped by some nice defense by the Panthers. So let's see what Goffstown defense can do. Last drive, Cuddy was the star.
Well, the front 3 for the Grizzlies defense really slowed them down in the last drive.
And they need to continue getting pressure.
Keefe with Campo. He's looking for Campo. Going deep on the sideline. Campo, no. Pass defended by Teixeira.
And that was a good play. And the ball is being thrown up. There's a lot of air underneath this quarterback's throws.
Yeah, that's a wobbly duck.
But
I mean, that's
even these great catches, they've not been like sharp.
They
on a
been,
rope.
No,
they have been kind of like lofted in there.
The passing game is advantage Goffstown. There's no question.
Well, so far this half, it's advantage South, but
Campo. He's
could be a
coming
hole
around
here.
the end, cuts back to the middle. No hold, no flags.
Ooh, who was that? 39? Is that Picard?
Yeah, Picard.
Picard came down and laid the hammer on that one. He did.
It's calling the judge. It was like a gavel. Laid down the gavel.
Okay, this is a
7
third
yards
and
on the
3.
play. 3rd and 3 for the Panthers with just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
The Panthers really need this first down.
Oh, they need points on the board on this drive.
Look for a quick pass right here. Here comes a blitz.
Blitz by the Grizzlies. That's Juno. Cuddy is there. He doesn't want any part of Cuddy. He's going to run away. Cuddy won't let him go. He's out of bounds.
Cuddy is lucky that he did not get a personal foul on that one.
Yeah, he was way out of bounds on that, but he dragged him down. He had his arm on his back. He wasn't letting go.
He is lucky he did not get a foul. And will they punt?
I think they have to. Well,
it's raining now. It's starting to drizzle here in Goffstown.
Sure?
Yeah, I could see it, Alan.
No.
Yeah, you got to put on your Foster Grants.
All right. Yeah, I see a little. Maybe it's snow, Scott.
Yeah.
Set back to receive is Ben Dodge.
You see a fake here, you think?
No. They're going to get something on it, but a lot of pressure. A lot of room for Dodge. Clean catch. He's
That's
at
okay.
the 44.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
I'm
He's at the
fine
39.
I'm fine with that fair catch. You're up by 11 points. You don't need to do anything crazy.
Just keep the ball.
Exactly.
Give it to your offense.
I think it's safe to say here that I mentioned it in the last drive, and it's the same thing on this one. If Goffstown can put another touchdown on the board, I think this game.
Well, I told you it was going to be 2 touchdowns, and so we're really
but
close.
Goffstown has not been able to put this team down. I mean, they haven't. I mean, it's an 11-point lead.
If we get a good score here, we're going to create more separation, and it's going to be pretty much be game over in the fourth. If you play a clean fourth quarter, run the ball, run the time.
Again, look at this right here. You've got
They just
Putnam on a quick slant.
And look at the size of the defender, Scott. Hanault to Juno up the middle. He's going for the blockers. Still on his feet. Near midfield. It's about a yard shy of a first down.
I-93. I mean, like he just keeps running north-south. You know what I'm saying? The legs are always moving.
North-south does it again. He's very close to a first down, about maybe 1 yard shy. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 with 1 minute in the third.
And here's where you're, like you said before, you want to use your clock. I mean, use all the clock. It's a good play, by the way, to pass the ball.
But Scott, look at the one-on-one coverage. What a match. He's looking deep. That's Hanault. He's going deep. Underthrown to Hayden to Leahy.
That one didn't look like such a good throw. That one. So
no, yeah, that was underthrown.
Yeah,
I mean that's.
Yeah. So now you've got a 3rd down and 1, and Nashua South has been pretty darn good on these short yardage plays.
I think the Grizzlies give it to 93, get the first down, let the clock keep running, and close out the third quarter, go into the fourth with an 11-point lead.
So for those of you at home, we've got 2 sophomore quarterbacks playing for both teams today.
Yeah. Hanault keeps it himself, looking for a pass. Slips up, he's down. That's a 5-yard loss on the play for the Grizzlies.
We should see a punting situation here.
Yeah,
Please tell me that you're not going to go for it here.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1 from their own
4th and 5.
45.
It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 4th and 5.
Please tell me that you're not going to
go
for it. Why?
Hanault's on the field.
No, please don't go for it.
This is an aggressive Grizzly offense
today. 4th
today.
down and 1, maybe. Not 4th and 5 with your backup. With your backup quarterback? No. I mean, maybe you want to try to draw him off sides again.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
And that won't even.
Quarter.
It won't even get you to it.
Grizzlies find themselves with an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter with the score at 23-12 over the Panthers of South.
Now they're going to punt. They have to punt.
Well, I mean,
they have to punt.
Scott, the rain is actually picking up for sure.
I know, but they have to punt.
I'd almost like to see, it's fun to see a little bit of snow and inclement weather. I don't think we'll see snow today, but.
So how is Darryl, you think, doing down there under the tent on the
Darryl, he's a firecracker, that guy.
Yeah.
He's a firecracker.
Well, the other thing that gets me nervous in these games is that with an 11-point lead, Nashua South and their record, they're going 4th down on everything now,
play.
no matter where. So that makes it much tougher on your defense.
Opening drive of the second half, the Panthers looked like they were meaning business. They come down with 3 big plays. They put it in the end zone on the 4th play.
But just like what happened when Goffstown turned the ball over on downs when they went for it on like 4th down and 1 on their own 20.
And then they missed it on the 40.
Right, I'm just saying that these are the situations. So they are going to punt. LaFave
is in. Set back to receive is 17. That's Plurd.
Need a good snap here.
And keep in mind, it is raining. That's a good snap. Gets a good leg on that. Nice high kick. Plurd does not want anything to do with that.
You got to get it, boys. You got to on that
down
play.
At the 35-yard line. Panthers will be 1st and 10 to open up the fourth quarter.
Yeah, on that one, I was hoping that a Goffstown player would have not let it bounce back another 5, but is what it is, I guess. So it is starting to drizzle here in Goffstown.
Yeah, this is more than a drizzle, Scott. This is going to make it. We do see some blue sky, but
isn't that a song?
A blue sky, I don't know.
It's got to be.
If not, write one. Let's go to Nashville, Scott.
Hard to sing
Keith
in
to
Nashville.
Frost. Cuts back in, slips up right away.
Yeah.
Maybe a gain of no gain on the play.
What do they say? Tough sledding in these conditions. Oh, it's starting to come down now.
Yes, the net on the tackle. The umbrellas are going up for the folks in the stands. Scott, I remember one year it was coming down, and we were well protected with the Eagles' nest here, and, boy, people were getting wet. I mean, there's really no cover here.
No. And the field has held up pretty well today, but this is the last thing you want to see is more rain.
More rain, yeah. Keefe, bad snap, rolls left. He's going deep into
he can't grab it.
Off the fingertips of Putnam. Almost intercepted. Would have been a nice play. He wanted that.
Yeah,
That's
he had
Colby
it.
Putnam. Ball was bobbling, Scott, 2 or 3 times off his fingertips.
Yeah.
That's one you want back. 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead by 11.
And that stops the clock.
Yeah, Panthers a 3rd and 10. They're finding themselves in a pickle.
And it's hard to throw the ball in this type of rain. For one, you can't get a good grip on the ball. And a lot of these high school quarterbacks, they don't have big hands, so it's hard to grip it.
Keefe with Compo. He's rolling left. He's going
he's
downfield.
wide
Has an open
open.
receiver. Oh, has
Overthrown.
O'Connor.
He had him.
Had him open too high on the play. You know, between Connor and Frost have been making some acrobatic catches today.
There's got to be some miscommunication there between Ben Dodge and Putnam because he was wide open, and then they weren't playing a zone. I'll put you that way. Here's a tough situation here. Very tough to catch a punt in the rain. Just saying.
Yeah, just let it bounce. Arneson set to kick for the Panthers. Not much pressure. High
this one,
kick.
let it go. Don't even get near it.
It's going to be at about the 40.
Don't even get near it. Let it go.
Yep.
That's it.
The ball will be down at the 36-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 with 10:45 on the clock.
So if you're Goffstown, you want to run the clock.
Run the play.
And you want to
clock.
hold on to the ball. I mean, your worst enemy right now is a fumble.
Oh. But, Scott, the thing is, they got to run plays.
Right. And you do. But your worst enemy right now is a turnover. You want to run out some clock, try to get some first downs, kill some time.
Scott, the fans are sticking it out. They're not fair weather fans. They're hanging tough.
And we can hear it. We've got like a steel roof, like cat on a hot steel. Right?
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
You're hearing the pitter-patter.
Yeah, and it's picking up, actually.
It is.
But, Scott, I feel comfortable.
It is. It's very dry.
Hanault right to Juneau. Juneau moving the pile. They're going to blow it, whistle eventually. And now they blow the whistle. Not much gain on the play.
Those are dangerous. It's hard for the ref to blow the whistle if there's no if they're still making progress. But these guys just start crashing in on the pile when they don't hear a whistle, which they're allowed to do.
And clock, Scott, their best friend here is the clock at 10:16. It's still running.
No, I agree. And Nashua needs 2 touchdowns to win the game.
Hanault keeps it himself. He's going left. He's looking to make the edge.
And
Compo is in pursuit. He's going to push him out of bounds at the 40. Hanault is out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And that stops the clock, though. And it's those
you almost
little,
want to stay in.
those little things that.
Yeah. Scott, they don't teach high school quarterbacks the slide, right? Like they do in, take that.
Or maybe they just don't do it.
Right.
Because, I don't know. Obviously, the speed and strength of the professional and even college game is much different.
Yeah. Wow, Scott, it's picking up.
It is coming down. And this is prime turnover.
Just
weather.
under 10 minutes, prime
and
turnover.
He's not wearing gloves
Hanault's
either.
hands have got to be chilly. He's going to keep it himself. He's going up the middle. He's on his feet. He's got a first down and more. He's across midfield. No. Panthers stripped the ball from him.
They're saying
Panthers had the ball.
They're saying he's down.
Scott, I didn't see him down at all.
They're saying first down, so they're moving.
But they ripped the ball from him while he was on his feet.
And they're saying first down. So the sideline of Nashua South is not happy.
Somebody's hurt on the Panthers.
Number 68 or 58, I can't see. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's
really hurt. They got to get him off the field.
And Scott, the skies are opening up a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it is coming down.
It's coming down.
I tell you, we got to get a shot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to have Broden.
It's coming down.
I'm going to have Broden show, look at the South players that who are trying to put the
9:38, 11-point lead.
Okay, we go back to the game.
Back to the action. Hanal in the shot. Scott,
down.
I thought that was a turnover.
That was movement on Goffstown, by the way.
Stinnett up the middle. 6 yards, flag on the field. The ball's loose. Now it's South ball. It's South ball, but there's a flag, Scott.
No, it's going to be holding on Goffstown.
Holding, Goffstown, decline.
Did I not tell you that this is ripe for this type of weather?
But this makes it exciting. We're still going to win. I'm confident.
It makes it exciting, but not good for your cardiologist.
No. I'm telling you, I think we're still going to get the W. We're up 11, 9 minutes left. Momentum has shifted a bit.
I've realized that, I am the pessimist and you're the optimist. In the press
I am
box.
confident.
Yeah.
Now it's lighting up. The sun's coming out.
The conditions are the same for either team, so we could see the same thing.
Yeah, but now the rain has stopped for Nashua South.
Keefe in the shotgun. Frost gets the call. Up the middle, slips up.
He slips.
He picks up nothing. He made it to the back line of scrimmage, but he clearly slipped up on his own, Scott.
Yeah.
The field's in rough shape.
Why is the clock not going?
Well, there's a flag.
There's a flag. Okay. All right. A lot of laundry lately. Holding on the Panthers, it looks like. So the rain has abated. SAT word.
Illegal formation on South.
I'm trying to teach Ty some of these SAT words for his upcoming next year SATs for you, right?
And me.
And you, right, Broden?
I don't like those tests.
Well, we just took the SATs.
You did. All those fancy.
9:11 on the clock, down by 11. Compo. That's Keefe rolling left, has some blockers.
Oh, that's a hold.
Slips up right away. No gain on the play.
That was a hold on
That's
number
still
26. They didn't throw the laundry.
2nd and 15, Scott.
He held Stinnett.
But, Scott, they're just not getting any traction.
Yeah. So here's a word for you, Ty. Look it up on your phone. Allen is stentorian.
Centurion.
Stentorian. We got a 2nd and 14.
Is that handsome, or what's he saying? I don't know.
The adjective stentorian.
Yeah, spell it. Spell it.
Describes a booming voice.
Oh, look at you. That's a big SAT word.
Booming voice, yes.
Keefe looking deep. Throws another duck. But Frost, is that Frost?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Frost is there.
And the clock is going, but that ball was a duck.
That was a duck. Frost has been the player of the game,
I mean,
in my opinion, for the Panthers.
If you throw something like that out there and the guy more
Scott,
credit to South.
Imagine if they had somebody who could really throw to Frost. I mean, this kid's making acrobatic catches.
Yeah. Well, Frost is by far the best player on the offensive side of the ball, no doubt. But that ball was a quail.
Yeah. Under 8 minutes. 3rd down, 2
There's
to go.
The blitz.
Frost gets the call. He's coming
got
around
it.
the outside, has a blocker. He's got the first down and more. He's across the 40. He's down at the 38-yard line.
Dodge was trying to get the ball out on that play and the tackle at the same time. So that's a first down with 7 minutes and 43 seconds. The clock is now running again.
Yeah, and the rain is picking up again, Scott. It's coming in actually sideways. We're at the 7.5 mark. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, down 11. They need 2 scores. Frost, he cuts back to the middle, little slippery, has a blocker with Keefe. He's hurdling. He picks up 7 yards. Oh, and the ball's loose. He's down.
Ground caused the fumble.
Very close to the first down, Scott.
The ground caused the fumble.
Scott, he's close to a first down. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, wow.
He's short by a yard.
Yeah.
And you know where that matters? That matters because the clock is still going.
Yep.
and they got to score twice here.
Well, they're putting it clearly in the hands of Senior Frost.
And you have to. He's been a pleasure to watch all day
This has
long.
been an exciting game.
Yeah.
For this thing. So they can't hear you at the moment, I don't think.
So I think we're having some
Technical difficulties. All right. It's Compo in motion. Keith gives it a Compo, wrapped up nicely. That's Baxter on the tackle.
So a great job by Brad Baxter.
We got red lights over here. Warning,
so we
warning.
might have some technical
What's that,
difficulties on our live feed.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can't do
6:22 on the clock, third down, 2 yards to go from the 31. Compo in motion. Keith looking to pass.
Fumble.
Picard causes a fumble. They're on it. Compo has it. Heidenreich trying to get him. Can't get him. He's on the sideline. He's out of bounds at the 30.
Let's
Makes
see where he
something out of
goes.
nothing.
I don't know where he went out of bounds.
About 30.
4th down and 5.
Yeah, no, it's going to be short for sure.
Yeah. But they had him, and then there was a fumble, and that would have been like a 10-yard loss. But the player for South, which I don't know who it was, he picks the ball up, and he picks up another 5 yards to make something out of nothing.
Wow, Scott, I guess he went out well before the 30.
So this is it. If
Yeah,
you're
4th and
South,
4.
you've got to make this first down conversion if you have any chance of winning this game.
Well, they need points on this drive.
They
there's no question.
They must get this first down. If they don't, this game is largely over.
Keeping
Blitz
the shotgun.
by Goffstown.
He's looking for a pass. Overthrown, intended
And
for Compo.
That's a
no
turnover
good.
on downs, and that should do it, folks.
A costly turnover
I say
on
that.
downs.
I mean, it's a little premature with under 6 minutes
Listen,
to go.
Scott,
but
I mean, at this point, the Grizzlies could get possession twice and just keep draining the clock.
Right.
How many timeouts do the Panthers have?
I think they have all 3.
So, do they have 3?
I think they have 3. But
Wow.
so they used one, I'm told, by our analyst
statistician
here in the booth.
He's got a promotion recently. This is
The
Ty.
key here is that
Ty is doing a phenomenal job. It's good to see him dressed appropriately tonight, not in shorts and a T-shirt like last Friday night.
so again,
Oh, all right.
no
He's-
gloves by
Hinault
Hinault.
to Juno up the middle, driving forward, picking up maybe 2 on the play.
So you got to blow the whistle, refs. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Blow
I mean,
that whistle.
I don't
God.
get it. Someone's going to get – you can hear that. Someone's going to get hurt because what's happening is defenders are crashing in.
Well, if they just
which
wanna
is
push
their
the
job,
pile,
But
right.
it's their job.
Correct.
South has to go and crash the pile. If the whistle doesn't, you
And
play
Scott,
the
you
whistle.
can just see everybody's just,
But I think you heard,
casually coming to the line,
but
taking
you
the time.
heard it even from the South coaches.
Sure.
Like, someone's going to get hurt here. And I think Goffstown seems content just to run the ball and kill clock. The rain is also looks like it's stopping, or now it's a drizzle.
Yeah. Hinault taking plenty of time. Juno gets the call right up the middle. Same thing, nowhere to go.
Now it's a quick whistle.
Yeah, now it's a real
yeah,
quick
it was
whistle.
a quick whistle, which is fine.
We're under 5 minutes here, Scott.
Yeah.
Hardy crew still in the stands.
They're singing Baby by Justin Bieber.
Clock is tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, but even like here, you run it again, and then you wait till you wait till it's 1 second left. You call a timeout, you punt.
I mean, Scott, this is 2 minutes. They've chewed up the clock
Right,
on 3 downs.
And even on this next play, you can.
Well, he's going to wait till the judge raises his arm.
Right,
Now
which
he's
is
got
what he
5
just did.
Yeah, that's a flag.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, he wasn't. As soon as his arm goes up,
Yeah.
he's got 5 seconds.
Doesn't really mean a whole lot.
No.
Because you're going to be running the ball. It's not a huge deal.
3rd and 12 on the scoreboard, Scott.
Again, you just don't want a turnover here. You
Not
want.
is this deep in your own zone.
I mean, yeah, you just want to hand it off and keep the clock running.
Hinault takes his time, keeps it himself. He's up the middle, finds a gap across the 35.
Protect the
across
ball.
the 45.
Right.
He's near the
He's
50.
got a first down.
And that should just about, that's going to.
Yeah, but he's running the ball like a loaf of
Oh,
bread.
listen.
You know, he's got to protect.
Hang on to that ball.
Yeah.
And the clock resumes at 4:05. Grizzlies lead by 11.
And, chalk that up for Hinault. That delay of game. He's not getting a whole lot of snaps in practice, more than likely.
No.
And
Hinault from the zone 48.
hand goes up.
Oh, he missed handoff to Juno. Gets swallowed up at the 45. Loss of 2 yards on the play.
So
Scotty went to hand off and no one was there.
That was a cross up. He went one way.
Yeah.
And the running back went another way.
It's a miscue on that one for sure. We're under 3.5 minutes, Scott, with a whole, 3 more downs to go. At this point, it's a matter of just consuming the clock and chewing it up.
And this is where you want safe handoffs. You don't want anything funky.
Will go up. 5 seconds, and there's the snap. Juno. Hinault keeps it. Has some blockers. Lefebvre. Oh,
Hold.
We got a flag.
It's a hold.
Yeah, he's still losing yards. All right. Loss of 5 yards on the play, but there's a flag, Scott.
It's a hold. That was an 81 on 81.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
2 big fellas, both 6'3".
Yeah. It looks like it's probably on Goffstown, a hold.
Holding on Goffstown.
Yeah. And they're going to decline it? They're going to decline that penalty, and that's a smart move because it's all about clock right now.
Sure.
So you don't want to
So
give
it brings
them another.
up 3rd and 11,
Right.
under 3 minutes.
That was a good move by the Nashua South coach because you just want to protect as much time on the clock as you can. You don't want to give them 2 more downs.
Yeah.
Hager is in the game.
Hager the terrible.
Hager the horrible.
The horrible.
Yeah.
The horrible. He packs a great punch.
Look at
when he
Heidenreich,
hits.
though. He's got like 5-6 inches on his
he's a
defender.
monster compared to this kid. I'd love to see it pass down the sideline.
They're waiting for the
2.5
refs.
minutes we're approaching. Juno up the middle.
He's got nothing.
Swallowed up.
That's okay.
He's not even back to the line of scrimmage at the 2.5 minute mark.
Timeout by Nashua South, I'm thinking. And that's a smart move. So they'll have one left.
Yeah, they're going to definitely get the ball back. They have to make something happen in short
and
time.
they have to put up 2 scores, and that's the key. Is
it'll be a quick score. It'll be an onside kick, and that's the only chance
right,
they have.
Exactly. So if you're Goffstown, you need to play. You can play like a little bit of a prevent defense, but you got to be able to make sure that you tackle the guy in bounds. In this situation, prevent defense actually is a good thing to do. You don't get burned deep. You can't if you're Ben Dodge, you can't let somebody get behind you.
Scott, we've seen some interesting plays today. We've seen a strip we thought was a fumble, but it wasn't. We saw Leahy almost put his knee down, but wasn't. Ends up returning that for a touchdown.
And
you take away that play,
I know
Scott.
that's a lot closer game.
It's a 4-point game.
I know.
Lefebvre set to kick.
Just need a good snap here.
2.5 minutes set back to receive is Plurd. Gets a kick off. Good kick again. Oh, he slips. And it takes a Grizzly bounce. Scott, he fell pretty hard.
He did.
Man.
It just goes to show how slippery the field is.
He just trying to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Well, the clock is stopped at 2:20. The Panthers take the field. Their offense will have 2 minutes, 20 seconds to get a finishing drive and put some points on the board. Scott, they could make it a 3-point game, right?
They could.
They
if
could
they get
go
a touchdown
for 2.
and a 2.
And
then you're right. And then an onside kick. That's what you're shooting for.
If you're Nashua South.
But if you're Goffstown, you just want to run the clock when you get the ball. So
yeah. Keefe trying to make short time of this. Quick pass out. Oh, off of the face mask of Frost.
Incomplete.
Intended for Frost. He's the one that's been doing the heavy lifting, Scott. Take a look at his uniform. You could tell.
Yeah, he's
the one who's dirty.
We get to see a lot of these teams. He's their all-state type of player.
Oh, he is
there.
Yeah, he's their most valuable player for sure. 2:17 on the clock, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
Sun comes out again.
That's Frost in motion. Frost gets it around the end, cuts back, slips, cuts back to the middle, wrapped up by a lot of Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Stinnett is one of them.
Right, and Frost just doesn't have the that breakaway speed.
Fragos is another.
So when he has to cut it back.
Yeah,
then
it's
game over. Yeah.
Cutting back in these conditions is
Right.
extremely difficult. Well, we're under the 2-minute mark. Third down, 5 to go for the Panthers.
If I'm Ben Dodge, I'm playing 5 yards deeper.
Scott, well, we got number Frost, the most dangerous player on the field, uncovered.
Yeah. Number 33, I think Stinnett is on him, but
Playing off is right. That's Keefe under pressure, 54, Fragos. And then finally,
Hager
the Horrible.
Yeah, he's in there.
Clock is still moving. What did I say? Horrible. It's horrible.
So who are we going to talk to?
It's Hagar the Horrible.
Who are we talking to?
Not today.
We're not doing anything today.
Not today.
Really?
We can talk about it. Who do you want to talk about?
But these guys like to go on TV.
Yeah.
They like to be interviewed. It's the highlight of their game. Who? You have to have Leahy.
We're not doing it.
We can't?
We can't.
Oh. We're getting
We're getting the no-go.
we're getting a no-go.
Oh, the producer. When the producer says no, you listen to the producer.
It's been on and off raining. This camera's uncovered. There's open.
Keefe looking to pass, looking for Frost. Way overthrown, intercepted by Putnam. Putnam gets his interception, cuts back to the middle. There's a flag on the play. But that's finally the interception that Putnam wanted earlier in the game.
That's his second.
That was off his fingertips.
That's 2 in 2 weeks for Putnam. More than likely an illegal block in the back on Goffstown after the interception. We'll see, though.
Flag is pretty high up the field for that.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Blindside block by a Goffstown player after the interception. So the possession will still be Goffstown's, but they'll be 15 yards
And
back.
Scott, there's 42 seconds remaining,
Yeah.
so this is just a matter of downing the ball.
Exactly.
You don't even have to run the play.
A soggy day here in Goffstown.
It sure is. But the Grizzlies come out on top, improve their record, Scott.
Yeah. 4-3.
4-3.
So now it puts even more pressure next week against Bishop Girton.
And is that I hope it's a Friday game.
It is a Saturday night game.
What?
Saturday night, 6:30, Stello Stadium.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Saturday night.
Saturday night at Stellos. Just telling you. I know that for a fact.
No, I think it's 5 p.m. or it's an odd time, right? It's not 7.
I thought it was 6:30.
Hanault will down that ball, and that's going to bring it to a close.
That'll do
23
it.
seconds. Your Grizzlies win by 11, 23-12. We hope you enjoy the live broadcast brought to you by GTV Studios. Grizzly Nation, we'll see you next week as we take on the Cardinals from Bishop Girton.
You got it. See you then.